Alright, welcome to another video. So today's video I'm going to be installing a Micro-Air EasyStart on the AC unit in my 2004 Winnebago Minnie. And the whole reason that I'm doing this upgrade, you call it, is so I can run the whole RV on this Duromax XP2000EH generator. I'll leave a link in the description below to my previous video. This generator ran my truck camper just fine without an EasyStart. It had a 13,500 BTU air conditioner. This one has a 15,000 BTU unit. So the starting amperage on that, combined with anything else you might have running in the camper, is too much for this generator to handle. So the whole point is basically the Micro-Air EasyStart limits the current to the AC, and it's computer controlled and allows it to start without overloading a smaller generator like this. It'll also allow you to run an inverter to power your AC in your camper. So something that is definitely convenient to have, and I'm gonna be installing it and then testing it out. So if this is something you're interested in, be sure to stick around. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna do a little test and try to power the RV air conditioner off of this 2,000 watt generator without putting the or the EasyStart in first, just to get a little baseline to make sure it works. The one nice thing that they advertise about the EasyStart is it allows you to run a generator like this in echo mode, which means when it's not powering the AC, the generator will actually kind of calm down and idle down, and then only idle up when it needs to power a bigger load. So I'm going to go ahead and Alright, you can see, so that instantly overloaded the generator trying to start the air conditioner. So the goal is to make sure that does not happen. Alright, so up on the roof, first step is to remove the screws, take the cover off the air conditioner. Alright, so in my case, this is a Coleman Mach series AC, which is on a lot of campers. Just removed a few screws to get this cover off the wiring area here. You'll have to remove some of this putty here, the way we can run the wiring harness through. And I recommend mounting the unit somewhere in here. You can put it here, you can put it there, there. I'll probably end up putting it like maybe right here. Seems like a pretty good spot because there's nothing on the other side of this. If I want to put a couple screws through there, a couple small screws, it's not going to hurt anything. And then we'll run our wiring harness through here and we'll make our connections in here. All right, so strip that off, just twist these together. Put this cap on here. It's included the installation kit. I always like to use a little bit of tape too. Alright, so now I'm going to take the white wire, which already has this female spade terminal. I'm going to stick it on that terminal that we just removed the white wire from. Make sure you get it on there tight. If I didn't mention it before, obviously you want to make sure the power is disconnected on the RV before you do all of this. I need to put that disclaimer out there. Alright, so now the orange wire, which already has a female spade connector on it, will go on the other side of the run capacitor and we'll attach. There's one blank spade terminal. Stick it on there. So just so it's clear. So the orange one went to this side, white one went to this side. And these capacitors, they could be flipped around oriented differently. On your AC unit, you might have up to 3 different capacitors in here, maybe 2, maybe 1. So don't be alarmed. It may not look exactly like this if you have a Coleman Mach system. Alright, so our last wiring connection is the black wire. If you look in here, if you follow the black wire from the compressor, where it comes in, you want to make sure you have the right wire. It goes to this connection here, and you'll see a black wire mixes with a purple wire. What we're going to do is we're going to cut these 2 wires off. We're going to strip about a 1/2 inch insulation off both those wires, and then we're going to crimp all 3. This black wire from the EasyStart kit, this black wire here, and this purple wire together. Put a cap on them, and that'll be that connection. Okay, so we've got all our wiring connections made. The last thing is, if you have 3 capacitors like this one is for your fan, this one's for your compressor, and this over here is a hard start capacitor. And we're going to need to disable that system, because that's basically what this is. That just helps it start easier. So what Micro-Air says to do is look at the red side, the red wire side of the coil here, and find a red wire that goes over to that start capacitor, which is this one. I say to remove it. Alright, so I pulled the red wire off, and you'll see there's also a yellow wire that runs from there to there. It will not hurt anything to leave it on there, but you can also remove it as well. Alright, so I just went ahead and removed both those wires that are running to this coil. I'm just going to leave it there, or the capacitor. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to tidy up the wiring. I'm going to zip tie everything in place and put this little bit of putty back around the wires, and then we're ready to button up, and we're done with the installation part. All right, here's everything all tidied up a little bit. Put our putty back on. We'll go ahead and put our wiring access cover back on here. All right, so you have to do 5 test runs of the compressor. They say this allows it to learn. So the AC just kicked on. We'll let it start to cool down, and that will count as 1. Once we start to feel it cool down, we know it's working. We'll shut it off. Wait a few minutes, and we have to do it 5 times total. So I can already feel the air is cooling down, so we know it's working. Alrighty, so we've completed our 5 startups. One thing to keep in mind, the EasyStart has a 5-minute timer built into it. It will automatically not let you restart the compressor within 5 minutes. That's in addition to whatever timer your thermostat has in it. So keep that in mind when you're doing these 5 initial cycles. You kind of got to wait. So we're going to go ahead. It's been about 5 minutes. We're going to get this fired back up on the generator here, and we'll see if it can start it. We'll be in echo mode. So we got the generator on. Now we have power because our microwave is lit up. Let's see what happens. So it kicks the fan on, which gives the generator time to idle up. You hear it idling up. Alright, so the EasyStart actually cut the load. It pulled the generator down and was about to stall the generator, and the EasyStart cut off the compressor. Okay, so I figured out the problem. Nothing wrong with the EasyStart. Nothing really wrong with my generator, except that I think the carburetor got a little gummed up from where I used it building my cabin this winter. Got a lot of sawdust and stuff in the intake. So I cleaned it out. I switched over to propane just for this test. And propane actually is supposed to have less power than gas. But on the propane, it started up and it's blowing nice and cold and working great. So that was the issue. Alrighty, so that's all there is to it. Hopefully you learned something. It's not a hard task. It's actually a pretty easy job if you have any kind of ability to read instructions and follow directions. And hopefully the video helped you. Maybe you have the same system that I do and you can just follow along with what I did there. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. Be sure to like the video if it helped you out. Subscribe for more. And as always, there'll be links in the description below for all the parts, where I got them. So until next time, we'll see you later.